What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video we are looking at the NBA Prizepicks plays for Thursday, March the 2nd. We have only a 4-game slate today, so there's not a ton of props posted right now. We'll have definitely more throughout the day once they post the rest of the players, but got some props I want to share with you guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate it if the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. You can check out other links down in the description. So the first prop that we're looking at today is I'm going over to Golden State. We only have Klay Thompson on here. We don't have Jordan Poole, who finally bounced back after a string of rough starts. But going over to PRA, I think Klay looks like a guy that you can look to for sure at only 31.5. He's hit this pretty easily the last 3 games. A couple of those he was over 40. The matchup here against the Clippers, it's going to be, they're definitely a good defensive team. But the Warriors, they're still fighting for seeding in the West. It's super tight between basically the 4 and like the 10 seeds. So every game is important down the stretch. You're not going to really see these teams rest their guys too much unless, there's just certain circumstances. And this game is playing in Golden State. So, the Warriors, they play really well at home. So not expecting it to be a blowout or anything. And Klay Thompson has also played great at home over his career. So that's the first prop. If they do post Jordan Poole soon, I think you can definitely put him in if it's at least a reasonable line. Another one that you can look to, if you want to go on the other side, is probably one of the better games to target. You have Kawhi at only 34.5 and PG at 32.5. Personally, I've been usually going more to Kawhi Leonard. If you look at some of his other props, the assists looks pretty good at only 4 assists. The rebounds is only at 6. I probably like the assist more. But those are, you're going to need a full 1 over instead of, it's not like a 0.5, it's 0.0 there. So you're going to really need, you're probably likely to get a push, which you're not really with the other ones. So instead, I think you can go with the points, rebounds, and assists if you wanted to at that number. Or the points and rebounds doesn't look terrible at 30.5, but I'll give me the over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists for a guy in Kawhi Leonard, who's basically a kind of a do-it-all type of guy. He's going to score a good amount and then definitely going to give you assist opportunities and rebounds the ball at a decent clip. If you look at some of his recent games against the Warriors, he's done really well against them. Earlier in February, he dropped 33.7 rebounds, 4 assists. Game before that, they're going back to 2021 now, but he still that was the last time he played him besides February the 14th of this year. He gave you 28, 9, and 4, 24, 3, and 7, 21, 4, and 4, 23, 4, and 5, 36, 9, and 5. He hasn't dropped under 20 points against them since 2017, when he was on the Spurs. So since he's been with the Clippers, every game he scored at least 20 points against them. Every game he's given you at least 4 rebounds, and every game he's given you at least 5 assists, every game he's given you at least 5 assists too, or 4 assists as a member of the Clippers. So I definitely think he has a good chance to give you a good all-around line. You can even look to his fantasy score too, because we know he can give you some defensive stats. But going with a couple PRAs in the same game, Klay Thompson and Kawhi Leonard. For the third prop, I think you can look to the Toronto Wizards game. Maybe look to a couple props if you wanted to. You got both teams pretty much healthy now. The Raptors, they got their guys back. Anunoby's back. Van Fleet's back. So you have some decent lines. Anunoby's only 13.5 points. That looks decent as the over. Siakam's done great against the Wizards in his career. The points looks pretty good at only 23.5, and which should be a spot where they're going to be able to put up points against the Wizards. And then Porzingis is back today, so might hurt Kuzma a little bit. It might hurt Bradley Beal a little bit. He's been playing well. So, but I'm going over to rebounds, and I like Siakam over 6.5 rebounds. He's even with them starting Pirtle, he's still been able to hit this number easily over his last good amount of games. Got 3 straight games against the Cavs, Pistons, and the Bulls, which you got some size down low, all 3 of those teams. And going up against a Wizards team with Porzingis back, you're going to have him and Daniel Gafford starting. And there's still a decent chance that they can, if Gary Trent is hot off the bench, then they could easily close with Siakam at the 5 and have Pirtle sitting on the bench. Just depends on what Nick Nurse decides to do. But Siakam's a guy that plays huge minutes, so he's always given good amount of rebound opportunities. He's hit this 3 straight games, and then going back to his career against the Wizards, most recent game he gave you 7 rebounds against them, had 6. That's back in 2021. And the game before that, he gave you 7 or 11 rebounds that one. So he's hit this in 2 out of his last 3 games against the Wizards. Although you're looking at a pretty long time since he's played his last game, which you're looking at beginning of 2022. So it's been a long time since he's played the Wizards. But going up against a team that plays with a couple of bigs down low with Porzingis, who likes to stretch out to the 3-point line, so you should be able to get some more rebound opportunities if he's matched up there. And then you're going to have Gafford down low if they decide to put him on Gafford at times. But ultimately, Siakam's been a great rebounder in the first half. You're probably going to tell if he's able to hit this way he starts in the first half, because then he sometimes gives you a couple less rebounding opportunities in the second half. But that is the third prop I like. And then for the fourth prop, it's going over to the other side, sticking with the rebound prop, but this time going with the under 4 rebounds on Delon Wright. So he's not much of a rebounder anyways. He's only hit this once in his last 5. He's had 1 push in that one. Now Porzingis is back, and even though Porzingis not one of the better rebounding bigs, he still is going to give you like anywhere from 5. And this year he's been a little bit better than years past in rebounding. He's had a good amount of double-doubles. So he's back. It's going to be a little bit more clogged in terms of getting rebounds. Kuzma likes to get rebounds too, so I really don't see Wright getting you 5 rebounds, which is what he would need to give you a loss here. I think maybe worst case would be a push, but really he's probably think he can give you like 3 rebounds. It might be one that, if I had to put my money on how many rebounds he gets tonight, I would probably say 3. But that is it. Not a ton right now on the boards, but those are the 4 that I'm looking at. Couple rebound props and then couple PRA props. So thank you for watching. Best of luck tonight. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see you all next time.